Hey folks. Okay, so today, well, we tried to set the motor last night. We're running into some problems with the not being able to get the engine high enough to get the motor mounts into place. Actually loosened up the body bolts, so when we lifted it, the body could come up with it a little bit in order to get the mounts in. However, because we have a 3A or 3B, I think it's a 3B mount, engine plate on the front of the motor, there are like a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch difference in a height requirement. So in other words, the relationship to the CJ2A mounting plate on the frame, you know, the CJ2A has the frame and right there's the mount, right? Boom, mount's right there. On this particular engine, on the vehicle that it's supposed to go for, the mount actually starts a little bit south of the top of the frame, which makes up the difference for that space. So as a result, the motor's sitting too high and angled too high. Radiator shroud's not going to line up, hoses don't line up, and I don't have the time to swap the plate out right now because we're down to frickin' crunch time. Monday's coming up quick, and I got to get this thing running and road tested. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the original motor mounts, and Ed Smiley's coming over with a set of a different type of universal motor mount, which is really just probably a round bushing or something. I haven't seen them yet. We're going to right angle drill into the mounting plates, slide those bushings in, drop that motor down where it's supposed to be, and get everything secured. Now when I get the original motor back in here, you won't even notice those holes because the original mounts will cover them. But so that's kind of what we got going on. The transmission and the engine are mated together. We did get that done. This was probably the hardest one we've ever done. I've had a 46, a red one that Jeremy, you know, Willys had, that I pulled the motor out, did some work on the inside, set the motor on the same day, and that motor just slid right in. Now, we may have had a problem because, and we double checked it, I put a brand new pilot bushing in there for the input shaft for the transmission. Very tight fit, okay? I mean, it's loose, you know, it's greased and everything, but it's just, those tolerances are super tight, and so we really had to come into that thing nice and straight. But we got it. The linkage is hooked up for the accelerator. We'll get the mounts taken care of. As soon as those mounts are set and we got that motor going, we're going to go ahead and get the starter installed, you know, hook up the little, you know, nickel and dime things for the ignition and the temp sending unit, oil pressure line, get the fuel line snugged up, throw a battery in it, and the radiator and all that, and then we'll do a start from the dash, okay, to make sure the ignition system is working properly. Once we confirm that and I got a good tight everything, then I'll start worrying about getting the body back together and everything else. We got a couple of scratches along the way and a couple of stains I'm going to have to clean up once it's done. But I've got enough paint if I need it and to take care of that. The trailer's rented. I have it sitting out here in a yard for Monday's trip. And hey, hang tight. When Ed shows up, we'll stick it on time lapse so you guys can watch us as we're tinkering and farting around with the Jeep. All right. Don't forget your engine stay cable, okay? This part goes to the bell housing. This part goes to the cross member where the little bracket is. You do not want your engine kissing your radiator sometime down the road. So put this frickin' thing in, don't forget it. All right, as you can see, Ed and I, we got the motor set. What do you call those motor mounts? They're some kind of puck.
Body mounts.
They're body mounts, universal or whatever. They're from what, a CJ?
They're off online from, I can't think of the big manufacturer. They're urethane CJ5 body mounts.
Okay, did you get that? So we had to drill 2 extra holes. We've got those urethane jobs in there. The engine fits perfectly. Now we're just hooking up all the connections, and I'm working on the starter right now and getting the electrical put together. So back to time lapse. All right, folks, moment of truth. She's in, we got everything. What were you? Why did Ed leave? He's my buddy. Don't look at this mess, you didn't see nothing. All right, we're gonna fix that later. But we got everything bolted down, we're gonna go for a start and see if she actually starts.
You run the carburetor?
Huh?
You run the carburetor?
Yeah. Why don't you take her out of gear?
That'd be helpful.
Wait a second, do we even have the throttle linkage hooked up?
Jeremy hooked it up, I believe.
He did, but we don't have a cotter pin in there. Go ahead and just go for it anyways.
Yeah, I don't know if I get hooked up properly. It's not, I haven't got a lot of travel. Is it open all the way?
Looks like it.
All right, I'm not gonna pump it anymore. Ready?
Is it neutral?
It's neutral.
All right.
Switch on.
Come on, baby. Ah! Sweet Jesus! All right, here's why it's holding up. The throttle cable. Reroute that cable somehow. Technically not worried about it. Seems to me it ought to be on the other side. Let's pour around, put some water in it.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, I think we're crapping in tall cotton right now. Yeah. Now, if it pulls out under its own power, I'm gonna cry. I'm just saying. We're getting our first fill up, folks. We're on the road. This gas tank ain't never had this much gas in it. All right, almost. I think that's all I want to do. What we got for gallons? 10 gallons. Now let's check out the fuel gauge. And she's a climbing. Alright, what's going on? There's more than 1/8 of a tank in there. Bad ground, do you think?
Most likely.
Alright. See any leaks?
Nope.
Dry. Okay, we're officially driving them Jeeps, Paul. This time I got Ed driving. See what he can feel. Steering's a bit tight, but we're 10 times further ahead than we have been, so that's a good thing. All right, Dave, we left it out in the sun for a few minutes to get it nice and toasty, and it does feel looser, so there you have it. He told me he made it Jeremy proof. Huh?
Stiffer than mine.
Well, it hasn't even gone through full seasoning yet either. Folks, we're about there. That's it, folks. It's done. It is parade ready. Right, honey? My wife's hiding behind the camera. So,
Directing.
here's the thing. We got a good 10 to 15 miles on it. We went to the auto parts store, went to the gas station, took some back roads home. Ran great. Up and down hills, got good power, but it leaks. So, rear main seal, when it's parked on an incline, spit out a handful of oil and a little bit of leakage from the transfer case. So it's just going to have to do. So we're going to get the parade done. I've got a pan under here catching any drips, and that's that. We're not going to worry about the leaks until after other things are done around here. So, all right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the fiasco. Get out there and work on those Jeeps. Yeah.